Good evening, brothers, sisters, and gender norm resistors. It's time once again for some more Mass Effect Legendary Edition. This time going into Mass Effect 2 with me, your host, Ollamh. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So yes, we've updated our HUD a little bit, our overlay. So we've got the Mass Effect 2, we've got the SR2, and we've got the Cerberus logo right up here. Scenes we're going into, well, Mass Effect 2, where things are a little bit different, just a little bit, the entire little bit. Not drastically different, but different. So yes, last time we finished up Mass Effect 1. We took care of Saren, we took care of Sovereign. Neither one of them were terribly harsh fights or anything like that. Thankfully, with Saren, we were charismatic enough that we could kind of talk our way out of it. But yeah, so we're ready to go into Mass Effect 2. With that said, let's go ahead and jump into the game, shall we? Okay, now realize that the game is here, OBS. There you go. All right, so we're going to say new game. We're going to import our ME1 character, which was Ollamh LS. Combat difficulty, we'll say normal. Auto level, I always keep that off because that is just, they just kind of throw points in wherever they want, and I don't like that. We want the autosave, we want the squad power usage, and we want subtitles. Yes. All right. Right. Rank. So we got to level 55 out of 60. Military specialization. We're an infiltrator, psych proval, Paragon. Shepard follows the Paragon path. Rex survived the mission on Vermeer. Missing in action, Ashley Williams was killed. Council history, the Council was saved by Shepard during the attack on the Citadel. And the Council seat, we recommended Captain Anderson for the seat on for the human seat on the Council because, fuck, what I don't even remember what his name was. Udina, something like that. So yeah. We're ready to go. BioWare production.
Shepard did everything right. More than we could have hoped for.
Commander Shepard uncovered the truth.
And still, it's not enough.
It's never enough.
We're at war. No one wants to admit it, but humanity is under attack.
But they're sending him to fight Geth. Geth. We both know they're not the real threat. The Reapers are still out there.
And it's up to us to stop them.
The Council will never trust Cerberus. They'll never accept our help, even after everything humanity has accomplished. But Shepard, they'll follow him. He's a hero, a bloody icon. But he's just one man. If we lose Shepard, humanity might well follow.
Then see to it that we don't lose him.
Yeah, those eyes are still just like, those eyes are not good. 1 month after the devastating Geth attack on the Citadel, Galaxy community struggles to rebuild. The Alliance fleet made a tremendous sacrifice to save the Citadel Council and earned humanity's membership as a prestigious group. Now the Council's forced basically they're covering up any mention of the Reapers. They don't want anybody to be like, oh hey, what are these Reaper things that you're talking about? So basically, Shepard is going to look like a raving lunatic if he talks about Reapers.
Disengaging
Ow.
FTL drives. Emission sinks active. Board is green. We are running silent.
We're wasting our time. 4 days searching up and down this sector, and we haven't found any sign of Geth activity.
3 ships went missing here in the past month. Something happened to him.
My money's on slavers. The Terminus system is crawling with them.
Picking up something on the long-range scanner. Unidentified vessel. Looks like a cruiser.
Doesn't match any known signatures.
Cruiser is changing course. Now on intercept trajectory.
Can't be. Stealth systems are engaged. There's no way a Geth ship could possibly...
It's not the Geth. Brace for evasive maneuvers!
At least Joker's on top of shit.
Oh!
Yeah!
Presley!
Kinetic barriers down.
Do not abandon your post.
Multiple hull breaches. Weapons offline. Somebody get that fire out.
You know, there's bigger things to worry about than a... I think that's a bit too much fire to be put out. I'm not quite sure how it's... I mean, I guess if it's if we're venting oxygen and gases and stuff, those would flame up, but... Like, yeah, you're not going to have a whole lot of fire out there.
Shepard! Distress beacon is ready for launch. Will the Alliance get here in time?
Sure, I think. I
The
hope.
Alliance won't abandon us. We just need to hold on. Get everyone onto the escape shuttle. Joker's still in the cockpit. He won't abandon ship. I'm not leaving either. I need you to get the crew onto the evac shuttles. I'll take care of Joker. Commander! Keith, go. Now. Aye, aye.
Yeah, activate the
Everybody in.
activate the
Go,
sprinklers.
Go!
The red alert. Everybody get out of here. It's so awkward with how the audio levels are. Just getting them fine-tuned is a pain in the ass. Yeah, Normandy's seen better days. Well, that's a bit much. All right, let's take a look at our audio levels here. Bump that up a little bit. Let's bump this up to 60. Get your joke on the cockpit.
Mayday! Mayday! This is SSV Normandy! We've suffered heavy damage from an unknown enemy. Come on, baby, hold together. Hold together.
Oh, we should not be able to see space like this. And I do like the hey, you're in a vacuum, so you're not hearing the explosions, not hearing anything. You're not even hearing the music. That's a pretty nice touch.
Come on, Joker. We have to get out of here.
No, I won't abandon the Normandy. I can still save her.
The Normandy's lost. Going down with the ship won't change that.
Yeah, okay. Help me up. They're coming around for another attack.
Well, hopefully they're gonna aim for like the back of the ship, like the drive core and stuff, and not like the cockpit. Come on.
Watch the arm.
Yeah, I know you have brittle bone disease. I understand that, but you know, your life, you know, a couple of bones broken is gonna be better than like being torched.
Commander! Shepard!
Yep. That's not good. Well, there goes my ride. Oh, hey, and I caught some shrapnel, too. Fantastic. So is he gonna suffocate first, or is he gonna, like, feel himself heating up and burning up as he enters the planet's atmosphere? That's the real question. And we have a title screen. Not as bad as some of the modern games where, you know, you play 2, 3, 4, 5 hours before anything. Genesis is an interactive comic that summarizes the events of Mass Effect 1. Would you like to review the story so far? No, we don't need to. We played through it. Like, and recently, too.
Commander Shepard has been recovered. The Lazarus Project will proceed as planned.
So yeah, they're revitalizing and rebuilding Shepard. Somehow. Putting in a lot of tech. All right, yep, that racer's done. Let's pick up a fresh one and. Can I change this? Because, well, I mean, that's not bad. It looks better than it did in the first one, that's for sure. Like, the mustache and beard and stuff isn't, like, as, like... It's not as thick. Right, we selected Infiltrator. So we can do Tactical Cloak, Incinerate, AI Hacking. We have Sniper, Heavy Pistol, and Submachine Gun. I assume those are, like, the assault rifles now? Or not? Okay, so... I still want the sniper rifle. Cryo and Disruptor. Yeah, I guess we'll go with that. I mean, I guess we were doing more of Soldier than Infiltrator, really. I don't know. Pure combat specialist. No one is tougher or more effective at taking down enemies with gunfire. Soldiers have the most thorough weapons training and can use special ammo types. I mean, the only thing that we're not getting is we're not getting AI hack. Well, I mean, AI hacking is good. Tactical Cloak could be advantageous. I mean, we can use incendiary rounds with Soldier. No, we'll go with Infiltrator. We'll stick with Infiltrator. That's what we were in the one beforehand. All right. So let's see here. Your achievements gave you access to the following bonus powers. Select one. Armor piercing area. What do they do? I mean, I guess I'll take armor-piercing ammo. State-of-the-art weapons use thermal clips.
Something's wrong.
He's reacting to outside stimuli, showing an awareness of his surroundings. Oh my God, Miranda, I think he's waking up.
Hi.
Damn it, Wilson, he's not ready yet. Give him the sedative. Shepard, don't try to move. Just lie still. Try to stay calm.
Heart rate's still climbing. Brain activity is off the charts. Stats pushing into the red zone. It's not working.
Another dose. Now.
Well, come on. You're not giving me...
Stats falling back into normal range. That was too close. We almost lost him.
I told you your estimates were off. Run the numbers again.
Yeah, that's not a happy way to wake up.
Wake
But
up,
it's still
Commander.
better than this.
Shepard, do you hear me? Get out of that bed now. This facility is under attack. Shepard, your scars aren't healed, but I need you to get moving. This facility is under attack. There's a pistol in the locker on the other side of the room. Hurry!
Okay, what? Huh?
Grab the pistol and armor from the locker. You don't have time to wait around, Shepard. Grab your weapon
This
and
pistol
armor.
doesn't have a thermal clip.
It's a medbay. Keep your head down, Shepard. Shield yourself from the blast. Someone's hacking security trying to kill you. Look for a thermal clip for your pistol.
I'll look for a lot of things. All right.
Looks like they set up a barricade to try holding the mechs off. Look out! Keep moving. We need to get to the shuttles.
Right. Shuttles. Where are we? What are we? Yeah, that he should recognize that logo. Like he shouldn't be like, huh? What?
Shepard, security mechs are closing in on your...
Hostile forces have engaged. Allied force casualty.
Nice work, Shepard. Coast is clear.
Good. I think. Coast to where? Oh, apparently I have as many thermal clips as I can hold. Yeah,
Don't
those...
waste time. I can't keep the mechs distracted for long.
Can you...
More reinforced. Here come the mechs. You...
Sensors activated.
Take the elevator down one floor.
Right. Okay.
Hurry! Get to the door! Run! You're doing fine, Shepard. Head to the next room and I'll try to meet you. Shepard, read me. I've got them closing in on my position.
Hostile forces have engaged.
Progress is slow, but subject shows signs of recovery. Major organs are again functional, and there are signs of rudimentary neurological activity. In an effort to accelerate the process, we've moved from simple organic reconstruction of the subject to biosynthetic fusion. Initial results show promise.
Okay. I assume that's us that they're talking about. So so they let us keep about 350,000 of our like insane amount of the insane amount of resources that we
Log
have.
update. The cost of this project is astronomical. Over 4 billion credits so far. But nobody seems to care that we've gone over budget. I don't know where the boss gets all his money. Maybe it's better not to know. I just wish he'd kick a little more in my direction once in a while. Log update. I can't figure Miranda out. As project director, she should be ecstatic at all the progress we've made. But she's still the same old Ice Queen. Maybe she's worried Shepard might become the new favorite. Or maybe she is just a pure cold-hearted bitch.
It can be both.
Trouble coming! Shepard, what the hell? What are you doing here? I thought you were still a work in progress.
Are you with Miranda?
Yeah, sorry. I forgot this is all new to you right now. I'm Jacob
Yeah.
Taylor. I've been stationed here for...
Hostiles detected.
Damn it!
Nice shoot.
Things must be worse than I
Tex.
thought if Miranda's got you running around. I'll fill you in, but we better get you to the shuttle first.
What's with the mechs?
Security. Usually they fight for us. Somebody must have hacked them. That should be impossible, unless you've got access. We've got to get you out of here, Shepard.
Look, I've got a few questions here.
I know this isn't the best time, but I'm sick of stumbling around when I don't know what's going on.
Fair enough. I'll give you the quick version. You and your ship were attacked and destroyed. You were killed. Dead as dead can be when they brought you here. Our scientists spent the last 2 years putting you back together. You've been comatose, or worse, that whole time. Welcome back to your life.
This doesn't look like an Alliance facility.
It isn't. I can't say much more than that for now. The Alliance officially declared you killed in action. The whole galaxy thinks you're dead. And if we don't get to those shuttles, they'll be right.
Were there any other survivors from the Normandy?
I'll tell you what. You help me finish off these mechs, and I'll play 20 questions with you all day. We're low on thermal clips, but I'm a biotic. Just give the order when you want me to hit them with the good stuff.
All right.
Please reconsider your aggressive attitude.
Tag!
Hostile forces have engaged.
Falling back.
Rerouting power.
Okay. I promised I'd answer your questions. What do you want to know?
You said they spent 2 years rebuilding me? How bad were my injuries?
I'm no doctor, but it was bad. When I first saw you, you were nothing but meat and tubes. Anywhere else, they'd have put you in a coffin. But Project Lazarus was different. Cutting-edge technology.
What do you mean? Cloning? Cybernetics?
I don't know the details. You'd have to ask the scientists. But I'm pretty sure you're not a clone. They wanted to bring you back exactly as you were. You're still you. You just might have a few extra bits and pieces now.
What can you tell me about the project? Were there other test subjects?
Project Lazarus only had one subject. The whole point was to bring you back. Just you. Even that was a challenge. 2 years. All the top scientists. The best technology money could buy.
Do you know anything about this attack? Who's behind it? What they're after?
Damned if I know. I was getting ready for some shut-eye, then bam! Bunch of explosions.
Typical.
Next thing I know, every damn mech in the place starts shooting. At us. I'm guessing it had to be an inside job. You'd need top security access to hack all the mechs.
The last thing I remember is the Normandy blowing up. Did anyone else make it?
Just about everybody survived. A few servicemen from the lower decks didn't get out. Navigator Presley was killed by an explosion. But everyone else, including the non-Alliance crew, the Asari, Liara, and the Quarian, they all made it out alive.
Do you know what any of them are doing now?
I don't know, Commander. It's been 2 years. They've moved on. Left the Alliance. Could be anywhere.
They were my team. If they knew I was alive, they'd come back.
Maybe you can track them down after we get off the station. If we get off the station.
We'll get off the station. Just relax. Jesus.
What's your
Don't
job
be a
here?
Debbie Downer.
Depends on who you ask. Technically, I'm Miranda's top lieutenant. But I'm just a soldier. I served 5 years in the Alliance before this. Now I'm in charge of the station's security. Usually a lot more dull than this. Normally I don't fire my gun unless it's target practice.
All right, who's this Miranda chick?
When I first woke up, someone named Miranda was talking to me over the radio. We lost contact just before I ran into you.
Miranda Lawson is the station's ranking officer. She led the Lazarus team. It was her job to bring you back to life, no matter what. Should have guessed she'd try to save you. She's not about to give up on you now. You said you lost contact. Could you tell what was happening?
There was some gunfire and an explosion right before I lost her.
She knows how to take care of herself. But I hope she's okay.
What's the quickest way to those shuttles?
Depends where the mechs are thickest. It's probably best if we...
Check. Anyone on this frequency? Anybody still alive out there? Hello?
Wilson, this is Jacob. I'm here with Commander Shepard. Just took out a wave of mechs over in D-Wing.
Shepard's alive? How the hell? Never mind. You need to get him out of there. Get to the service tunnels and head for the network control room.
Roger that, Wilson. Stay on this frequency.
I think I remember a Wilson checking on me one time when I woke up.
That's him. He's the chief medical tech. Answers directly to Miranda. Come on. The service tunnels are this way.
All right, so let's go ahead and put some stuff down here. Actually, you know what? No, I want you there. All right, so now it's just Unity revives any wounded fallen squad members. Okay, so that's different from just the regular heal that we had before. All right, so we're already using incendiary ammo.
Hostiles detected. System failing. Requesting assistance.
Target down! Wilson, find us another route out of here. Preferably one that doesn't lead straight into an... Damn it, Wilson. This room is crawling with mechs.
The whole station is crawling with mechs. I'm doing the best I can. Oh, God. They found me. Help!
Wilson, where are you?
Server room B! Hurry! They're out of control!
Up those stairs, Shepard.
Oh, God. I'm hit! They shot me!
Physical reconstruction of subject is complete, but we still need to evaluate all mental and neurological functions. Our orders were clear. Make Commander Shepard who he was before the explosion. The same mind, the same morals, the same personality. If we alter his identity in any way, if he's somehow not the man he used to be, the Lazarus Project will have failed. I refuse to let that happen.
Okay, so they recognize...
Shepard, down here! Bastards got me in the leg!
You were there the first time I regained consciousness.
Yeah, that was me. How about we talk about this after we fix my leg?
Should be some Metagel in the first aid station on the wall. Hopefully there's enough to get him up and moving again.
Grab the Metagel from the first aid station on the wall.
Yeah, I kind of guessed that.
Wilson's hurt bad. He needs help.
All right, so now we can do Unity. We'll set that to 3.
Thanks, Shepard. Never thought you'd save my life. Guess that makes us even now, hmm? I thought maybe I could shut down the security mechs, but whoever did this fried the whole system. Completely irreversible.
We didn't ask what you were doing. Why do you even have security mech clearance? You were in the bio wing.
Weren't you listening? I came here to try and fix this. Besides, I was shot. How do you explain that?
You're all strangers to me. Let's get someplace safe, then we'll sort out whose fault it is.
Right, Shepard. We need to find Miranda. We can't leave her behind.
Forget about Miranda. She was over in D-Wing. The mechs were all over that sector. There's no way she survived.
A bunch of mechs won't drop Miranda. She's alive.
Then where is she? Why haven't we heard from her? There are only two possible
I
explanations.
have.
She's either dead, or she's a traitor.
Then why did you wake me up and warn me about the attack?
Okay, maybe she's not a traitor. But that doesn't change the facts. We're here, she's not. We need to save ourselves. The shuttle bay is only a few... We can overload the canisters to clear a path to the shuttles. That's it. Let's get out of here.
Okay, we took him down. But this is getting tense. Shepard, if I tell you who we work for, will you trust me?
This really isn't the time, Jacob.
We won't make it if he's expecting a shot in the back.
If you want to piss off the boss, it's your ass, Jacob.
The Lazarus Project, the program that rebuilt you. It's funded and controlled by Cerberus.
I think I ran into Cerberus a few times while I was investigating Saren. Some kind of pro-human splinter group, right?
Well, that's what the Alliance wants people to believe. But there's more to it. The Alliance declared you dead. They gave up. Cerberus spent a fortune to bring you back. Look, I'd be suspicious too. But right now, we have to work together. I thought you deserved to know what's what. Once we're off the station, I'll take you to the elusive man. He'll explain everything. I promise.
Elusive Man? Is he in charge of all this?
Yeah. That's not his real name, of course. Nobody knows who he really is.
It was a code name the Alliance used for him. Kinda stuck.
I don't care what they did or what you say. I'm not working with terrorists.
You can tell it to the boss. But after we've saved our butts. We're almost at the shuttle.
All right, let me get sparkling lemonade out here. So yeah, they definitely, like, at least the first one, they kind of gave us a heads up as to what was going on and stuff like this. This one, they're just kind of like, hey, we're going to drop you in the shit and, yeah, figure it out for yourself. All right. All right, we're just picking up credits as we go along. I should have like a shit ton of back pay.
Systems active.
All right, as always, explore everything.
Impacted.
Taking heavy fire.
Casualty. Rerouting power.
I've got him! On target!
Subject has been recovered, but the damage is far worse than we initially feared. In addition to the expected burns and internal injuries from the explosion, subject has suffered significant cellular breakdown due to long-term exposure to vacuum and sub-zero temperatures. Despite the extent of the physical trauma, Wilson assures me subject is salvageable. The Lazarus Project will proceed as planned.
All right. Highlight individual nodes to find matching symbols. Okay, right. All right. All right. There we go. All right, so we hover over it to show us what the symbol is, and then we go from there. All right. That's a bit better. That's yeah, they didn't do a very good job of explaining it.
Come on, through here. We're almost at the... Miranda, but you were...
Jesus, lady.
What the hell are you doing?
My job. Wilson betrayed us all.
Even if you're sure, did he deserve that welcome?
He sabotaged the security systems, killed my staff, and he would have killed us.
You sure about that, Miranda? We've known Wilson for years. What if you're wrong?
I'm never wrong. I thought you'd have learnt that by now, Jacob.
If you say so. What's our next step?
We get on the shuttle and go. My boss wants to speak to you.
You mean the elusive man? I know you work for Cerberus.
Ah, Jacob. I should have known your conscience would get the better of you.
Lying to the commander isn't the way to get him to join our cause.
Well, since we're getting everything out in the open, is there anything else you want to ask before we go, Commander?
Yeah.
Convenient that you show up as we're leaving. Where were you during the attack?
Besides trying to save your life? Wilson figured out I was helping you when he sent an army of mechs to take me out. I got here as soon as I could. Probably a little too soon if you ask Wilson.
What about the rest of the people on the station?
This is the evac area. If they're not here now, they're not coming.
We can't leave without knowing for sure. We need to go back and look.
Don't you get it? The only one worth saving is you. Everyone else is expendable.
She's right.
Not to me.
We all knew the risks when we signed up. Without you, there's no point to any of this.
Where are we going?
Another Cerberus facility. The elusive man is waiting for you there.
I'm not sure I trust you.
This is the only shuttle off the station. You want to stay and rot with the mechs? Be my guest.
You're the Lazarus Project's director, aren't you?
That's right. I put 2 years of my life into this project. Into you.
What does Cerberus want from me?
Maybe you should ask the elusive man when you meet him. He poured virtually unlimited resources into Lazarus. Obviously, he has some kind of plan for you.
I've had enough of this station to last a lifetime.
Or 2, in your case. Come on.
No, I only one lifetime, because my first lifetime was done by the time I got to this station, so, yeah. One lifetime, thank you.
Before you meet with the elusive man, we need to ask a few questions to evaluate your condition.
Come on, Miranda, more tests? Shepard took down those mechs without any trouble. That has to be good enough.
It's been 2 years since the attack. The elusive man needs to know that Shepard's personality and memories are intact. Ask the questions.
Did you say 2 years? I've been gone that long?
2 years and 12 days. And you were on an operating table for most of it.
The sooner we start, the sooner we can be done. Start with personal history.
Okay. Records show you grew up on Earth. Tough environment, no parents. You enlisted and you survived a Thresher Maw attack that wiped out the rest of your team. Do you remember that?
I lost a lot of friends that day. Going through something like that changes you. It can break you if you let it.
I read the report. 50 Marines died on Akuz. You were the only one who lived. Satisfied,
49.
Miranda?
Almost. Let's try something more
Cerberus
recent.
took some of them.
Vermeer, where you destroyed Saren's cloning facility. You had to leave one of your squad behind to die in the blast.
Gunnery Chief Ashley Williams was killed in action. It was your call. Why did you leave her behind?
I left a friend to die that day, and I didn't do it casually. But I had to save as many people as I could. Ash gave her life for the rest of the team. Without her, I couldn't have stopped Saren. She died a hero.
I understand, Commander, and I wasn't judging your decision. Everybody at Cerberus knows that cloning facility had to be destroyed.
There are other tests we really should run.
Come on, Miranda. Enough with the quizzes. The memories are there, and I can vouch for Shepard's combat skills personally.
I suppose you're right. We'll have to hope the elusive man accepts our little field test as evidence enough.
Yeah, the Thresher Maw attack on Akuz, Cerberus actually took some of them and, like, took them to this research
The elusive man is
facility
waiting for you in the other room.
to see how it affected them. So yeah, because that was one of the side missions that we ran into. That's yeah, it's not quite as clear cut as they like to say. So okay, we can increase our tactical cloak. Your attacks from a cloaked position are significantly more deadly. If you do not attack, your cloak lasts slightly longer. So the cloak lasts for 5.5 seconds, does plus 20% damage. So what is operative? Operative, your harsh training regimen increases weapon damage, reduces power recharging time, and gives time dilation effective when entering sniper zoom. Also increases Paragon and Renegade scores, so it gives us plus 5% health, plus 3% weapons damage. Wow, just, yeah, a lot of goodies. So we're just gonna go ahead and up that by 2. And we'll leave that for right now.
The elusive man is waiting for you in the other room.
All right, we can actually, like, change our armor, so... And it actually does do some good. So, like, the breather helmet increases health by 5%. Whereas the recon helm increases weapon damage. The material... I don't think the material changes anything other than the look. You do like a dark blue and then highlight with highlights of purple. We can change the pattern. We'll keep it blood red. Yeah, that's good. We can change our casual appearance. We've got the Cerberus outfit. I hate the formal Cerberus outfit. The scientist outfit. The merc. Or, like, casual slumming it type thing. I've always kind of liked this. I've always kind of liked the more mercenary type appearance. Now, can I, like, toggle my helmet off? Or do I have to... Do I really have to keep my helmet on all the time? All right, we're gonna... Change that HDR off, because high dynamic range is great, but a lot of times, like, OBS will have a problem with it. Kinda hate the fact that I have to have my helmet on. Okay, but also, where is my, like, my inventory? Like, the old one, it's like, oh no, you get the benefit of having your helmet, but you don't always have to see your helmet. Hell? Oh, well, now isn't this special?
Commander Shepard.
Elusive
Martin
man.
Sheen.
I thought we'd be meeting face to face.
A necessary precaution. Not unusual for people who know what you and I know.
You might be the reason I'm still alive, but that doesn't mean I trust you.
You need to put your personal feelings aside. Humanity is up against the greatest threat of our brief existence.
The Reapers.
Good to see your memory's still intact. How are you feeling?
You need to earn the right to ask me those kinds of questions.
Cerberus isn't as evil as you believe. You and I are on the same side. We just have different methods.
Cut to the chase. What are the Reapers doing that made you decide to bring me back?
We're at war. No one wants to admit it, but humanity is under attack. While you've been sleeping, entire colonies have been disappearing. Human colonies. We believe it's someone working for the Reapers, just as Saren and the Geth aided Sovereign. You've seen it yourself. You bested all of them. That's just one reason we chose you.
Fighting a war doesn't seem like Cerberus. Why are you involved?
We're committed to the advancement and preservation of humanity. If the Reapers are targeting us, trying to wipe us out, Cerberus will stop them. If we wait for politicians or the Alliance to act, no more human colonies will be left.
Sovereign was trying to harvest all life in the galaxy. Why would the Reapers target a few human colonies?
Hundreds of thousands of colonists have vanished. I'd say that fits the definition of harvesting. Nobody's paying attention because it's random, and the attacks occur in remote locations. I don't know why they've suddenly targeted humanity. Maybe you got their attention when you killed one of them.
If this is a threat against humanity, you need to mobilize the Alliance.
They suffered substantial losses fighting Sovereign. They're rebuilding, still stretched too thin to waste resources verifying the Reaper threat. Blaming the abductions on mercs and pirates is easier and more convenient.
If this is a threat against humanity...
God damn it.
They suffered substantial... Blaming the abductions on mercs and pirates is easier
why me?
and more convenient.
You could have trained an entire army for what you spent to bring me back.
You're unique. Not just in ability or what you've experienced, but in what you represent. You stood for humanity at a key moment. You're more than a soldier. You're a symbol. And I don't know if the Reapers understand fear, but you killed one. They have to respect that.
If what you say is true, if the Reapers are behind this, I'd consider helping you.
I'd be disappointed if you accepted any of this without seeing for yourself. I have a shuttle ready to take you to Freedom's Progress, the latest colony to be abducted. Miranda and Jacob will brief you.
Miranda killed Wilson in cold blood. Jacob's just a gun for hire. You expect me to trust them?
Wilson was one of my best agents, but he was a traitor. Miranda did exactly what I expected of her, and she saved your life in more ways than one. Jacob's a soldier, one of the best. He's never fully trusted me, but he's always been honest about it. You'll be just fine with them. For now.
Is this a volunteer job, or am I being volunteered?
You always have a choice, Shepard. If you don't find the evidence we're both looking for, we can part ways. But first, go to Freedom's Progress. Find any clues you can. Who's abducting the colonies? Do they have any connection to the Reapers? I brought you back. It's up to you to do the rest.
Yeah, you're never gonna let me live that down, are you? You brought me back. All right, so we updated. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna go ahead and do we're gonna max out our operative first. That's gonna help us gain Paragon points, which is gonna be good. It's gonna help out with our health, our weapon damage, all of that stuff. Okay, good. That did, like, solidify that.
The Elusive Man is very impressed with you. I'm eager to see if you can live up to his expectations on this mission.
I can't have anyone disobeying my commands when we get there.
I know who I report to. As long as you don't do anything to betray Cerberus, I'll follow your orders.
Yeah, Cerberus is a...
I never got a chance to say how much I appreciated what the Lazarus Project did for me.
I just hope it was worth it. A lot of people lost their lives on that station.
We have to work together here. Your attitude isn't helping anything.
I have the utmost respect for your abilities, Shepard. It's your motivations that concern me. I believe in what Cerberus stands for. Only time will tell if you prove to be an asset or a liability to our cause.
Tell me a little about yourself.
Worried about my qualifications? I can crush a mech with my biotics or shoot its head off at 100 yards. Take your pick.
I was trying to get to know you as a human being.
I'm not looking for a friend, Shepard. Stay focused on the mission.
Did you and Jacob serve together in the Alliance?
No, the Elusive Man recognized my potential and recruited me at a young age.
How old were you?
Old enough to know this is what I wanted.
I'd like to know more about the Lazarus Project from the person in charge.
I wasn't in charge. The Elusive Man was. If I was running the show, would have done a few things differently.
What would you have changed?
To start, I would have implanted you with some type of control chip. But the Elusive Man wouldn't allow it. He was afraid it might affect your personality, alter your character somehow. He wouldn't let us do anything that might limit your potential in any way.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. You know how much, if you limit my potential, you're limiting what I can do, and that's just not good in general.
Can't say I like the idea of being brought back to life with a control chip in my brain.
The Elusive Man is taking an incredible risk with you. I just hope his gamble pays off.
What can you tell me about this colony we're going to?
Freedom's Progress? It's a typical human settlement in the Terminus systems. They had a small military force for protection supplemented by mechs and security drones. Average in almost every way, really. Completely unremarkable. Until the disappearance.
Any thoughts on what we might run into there?
A lot of empty buildings and one giant mystery.
It's obvious you're not interested in talking.
We've got an assignment. We can talk about it or we can do it.
I'm glad the Elusive Man convinced you to join us, Commander.
I just want to find out what happened to those missing people. I still don't trust Cerberus.
Noted. Do you trust me, Commander?
You're a good man, Jacob. But you might be working for the wrong people.
Maybe. But I thought the same when I was with the Alliance. That's why I'm here now.
You said you served in the Alliance?
5 years in total. Stationed all over the galaxy. Even spent a couple of years as a Corsair.
I've never heard of the Corsairs.
It was an Alliance initiative. They hired independent starship captains and used them for missions that fell outside official Alliance jurisdiction. Technically, we weren't part of the Alliance. If we ever got caught, they could disavow any knowledge of us. We were supposed to be free from restrictions and rules. But there was still enough red tape to sink a cruiser. I finally just gave up.
Why did you join Cerberus?
I guess I just got tired of never making a difference. So much of what we did in the Alliance seemed pointless. I thought things would change after the attack on the Citadel. Humanity was finally invited to join the Council, but nothing changed. Politics, bureaucracy, same bullshit, different leaders. Cerberus is different. When colonies go missing, we don't commission a team to write a report to figure out what the hell to do about it. We just go and find out.
Yeah, that's not exactly a great thing, Jacob.
Do you know anything about this colony we're going to?
It's called Freedom's Progress. Don't know much else. I guess we'll find out when we get there.
That's all for now.
Yes, sir.
All right. But yeah, we need a ship, right?
We should be there shortly, Shepard. The elusive man put us under your command. Do you have any orders?
What did you find at the other colonies?
Nothing. No signs of attack, no corpses, not even a trace of unusual genetic material to give us a clue. They just disappear, and we've got no target to go after.
What makes you think this investigation will turn up anything new?
At other colonies, official investigators got there first. Sometimes looters or salvage teams as well. We're hoping to be the first ones there this time. Maybe find clues before somebody else disturbs the scene.
Are you sure you'll be comfortable following my orders?
We didn't bring you back from the dead just to second guess you, Commander. If the elusive man says you're in charge, you're in charge.
Damn right.
Our first priority is to look for survivors.
That's unlikely, Commander. No one was left at the other colonies. They were
I don't care if
completely
it's
deserted.
unlikely.
Be nice to find somebody. Anything's better than another ghost town.
I don't care if it's unlikely that there are survivors. You know, we look for survivors. Period. End of discussion. You have to blind me like that? Jesus. Davis has provided additional weapons. Good. We have a sniper rifle, a machine pistol, and a grenade launcher.
Looks like everyone just got up and left right in the middle of dinner.
Got up and left or was taken away.
Strange. No bodies, no structural damage, and no signs of battle.
Well, good. We just, like, salvage random parts, random stuff.
Hear that? Sounds like Fenris mechs.
Strange. Security systems were disabled at the other colonies.
God damn it, Miranda. What the fuck are you doing?
You're up!
Threat neutralization initiated.
Shoot them before they take out your shields.
Number offline. Engaged. Rerouting power.
Those mechs shouldn't have been hostile. They should have recognized us as human.
Someone reprogrammed them to attack on sight. We're not alone here.
Right, can I put you guys up in here? No? 'Cause, man, it is just awkward as hell to switch between heavy pistol and a sniper rifle. Alright, let me take a look and see what we have here. As far as... No, our key bindings. There we go. All right, so what are our weapons specifically? Shoot, aim, reload, melee, holster weapon, next weapon, last weapon. Oh god, we can't even just, like, switch weapons with, like, F1, F2, F... No? Okay, fine. So if we say, hey, we've got this, now we're gonna go with our sniper rifle. And then if we hit X, we can... Okay. Alright, there we go. Now we've got at least set up so that we can swap back and forth easily.
They've seen us.
On target. Have a nice trip.
Excuse me. Hostile forces have engaged.
Wow, money is coming really easy in this one. Hello?
Stop right there!
Praza, you said you'd let me handle this. Wait, Shepard?
I'm not taking any chances with Cerberus operatives.
Put those weapons down! Shepard? Is that... you're alive?
Remember when I gave you that Geth data tally? Did it help you complete your pilgrimage?
Yes, it did. Praza, weapons down. This is definitely Commander Shepard.
Why is your old commander working for Cerberus?
I don't know. Maybe we should ask.
I nearly died, Tally. Cerberus spent 2 years rebuilding me. They want me to investigate attacks on human colonies.
Likely story. No organization would commit so many resources to bring back one soldier.
You haven't seen Shepard in action, Praza. Trust me, it was money well spent. Perhaps we can work together. We're here looking for a young Quarian named Vitor. He was here on pilgrimage.
Isn't that a little strange? A Quarian visiting a remote human colony?
Quarians can choose where they go on pilgrimage. Vitor liked the idea of helping a small settlement. He was always nervous in crowds.
She means that he was unstable. Combine that with damage to his suit CO2 scrubbers and an infection from an open-air exposure, and he's likely delirious.
When he saw us landing, he hid in a warehouse on the far side of town. We suspect he also programmed the mechs to attack anything that moved.
Vitor's the only one who can tell us what happened here. We should work together to find him.
Good idea. You'll need 2 teams to get past the drones anyway.
Now we're working with Cerberus?
No, Praza, you're working for me. If you can't follow orders, go wait on the ship. Head for the warehouse through the center of the colony. We'll circle around the far side and draw off some of the drones to clear you a path.
Got it.
Your people really don't like Cerberus. What did I miss?
They killed our people, infiltrated our flotilla, and tried to blow up one of our ships.
That's not how I'd have explained it exactly. It was nothing personal.
We can argue over who killed who later. Right now, we've got a job to do.
Agreed. We work together to get to Vitor.
How are you lit from underneath when there's a light over that's... that doesn't make
sure
any
to keep
sense.
in radio contact.
Will do. Good luck, Shepard. Whatever happens, it's good to have you back.
Man, there's some serious mood lighting going on. Like, okay, that's hitting there and reflecting out, but there's like a light right there that should be shining pretty much directly on him, shouldn't it? I guess not. All right.
Be careful, Shepard. There's a squad of security drones up ahead.
Thanks for the warning. We'll take care of them.
Sensors activated.
All right, let's... Let's see, was this one? No? Oh. It wasn't that one. Okay. Fuck it. I've already got a lot of money. Still, thankfully.
Use overload on him.
Yeah, that didn't exactly fucking do anything. Jesus.
Enemy down. Nice. There we go.
Got him!
One less! Shepard, Praza and his squad rushed on ahead. I told them to wait, but they wouldn't listen. They want to find Vitor and take him away before you get here.
We should have expected this.
Come on, we can still catch them.
None of your anti-human bullshit, okay, please?
Hurry, Shepard. We're inside the loading docks. Vitor reprogrammed the heavy mech. It's tearing Praza's squad apart.
They did want to get to Vitor first.
Get your squad into cover and I'll open the loading bay doors.
We'll take cover by the doors. Shepard, you take point. Heading to cover!
You know, that was very unnecessary, don't you?
That mech's got heavy armor plating. Those Quarians never stood a chance.
This is gonna be one tough son of a bitch to take down. Overload will take out their shield.
Or not? You guys are like way overestimating how good the overload really is.
Watch out!
Yeah, all of this. Oh, use overload on this. It'll work. No, it doesn't. It doesn't do half the shit that you guys say it will. All right. It'll take down their shields. Boom, overload. Nope, shields are still up. Thanks for nothing, bitch. Ugh.
Now what's this?
Some heavy weapon ammo. Nice. Hello?
Monsters coming back. Mechs will protect. Safe from swarms. Have to hide. No monsters. No swarms. No.
Vitor?
No Vitor. Not here. Swarms can't find. Monsters coming. Have to hide.
Nobody's gonna hurt you anymore.
I don't think he can hear you, Commander.
Have to hide. Have to hide. Mechs will
What?
You're human. Where did you hide? How come they didn't find you?
Who didn't find us?
The monsters. The swarms. They took everyone.
We're not survivors, Vitor. We just got here.
You don't know. You didn't see. But I see everything.
Looks like security footage. He must have pieced it together manually.
What the hell is that?
My god. I think it's a collector.
Is that some kind of alien?
They're a species from somewhere beyond the Omega-4 relay. Only a few people have ever seen one in person.
They usually work through intermediaries, like slavers or hired mercenaries. If they're involved with the Reapers somehow, it could explain what happened to the colonies.
The Collectors have advanced technology. They could have a weapon that disables an entire settlement at once.
Right. Not
The
great.
Seeker swarms. No one can hide. The Seekers find you, freeze you, then the monsters take you away.
Tell me more about these swarms.
Yeah.
It's how they find you. Seeker clouds, machines like tiny insects. They go everywhere. They find you, then they sting you, freeze you.
Sounds like miniature probes, maybe. Find victims, then immobilize them with a stasis field or nerve toxin.
I want to know more about the Collectors.
Nobody knows much. They're so rare, a lot of people don't even believe they exist.
More importantly, why are they abducting human colonists? What are they after?
Maybe the Elusive Man can figure it out.
Look, you wanted humanity to have a bigger role in the galaxy. You wanted humans first. Well, humans are now being abducted. Congratulations, you got exactly what you wanted.
Why didn't the Collectors take you?
Swarms didn't find me. Monsters didn't know I was here.
The Collectors aren't known for being careless. Maybe his Enviro suit kept him from showing up on their sensors.
Or they were using technology specifically designed to detect humans. Only human colonies have been hit.
What happened next?
The monsters took the people onto the ship, and then they left. The ship flew away. But they'll be back for me. No one escapes.
I think that's probably all we're getting out of him, Commander.
We appreciate what you told us. You were very helpful.
I studied them. The monsters. The swarms. I recorded them with my Omni tool. Lots of readings. Electromagnetic. Dark energy.
We need to get this data to the Elusive Man. Grab the Quarian and call the shuttle to come pick us up.
I don't think so.
What? Vitor is injured. He needs treatment, not an interrogation.
We won't hurt him. We just need to see if he knows anything else. He'll be returned unharmed.
Your people tried to betray us once already. If we give him to you, we'll never get the intel we need.
Praza was an idiot, and he and his men paid for it. You're welcome to take Vitor's Omnitool data, but please, just let me take him.
You don't have to take Vitor and go. We could work together, just like old times.
I want to, but I can't. I've got a mission of my own. It's too important for me to abandon, even for you. When it's over, and I'm still alive, we'll see what happens.
That sounds dangerous. What are you doing?
I don't think Cerberus needs to hear about it, but it's in Geth space. That should tell you how important it is.
He's traumatized and he needs medical care. Tally will give us the Omnitool data and take him to the flotilla.
Understood, Commander.
Thank you, Shepard. I'm glad you're still the one giving the orders. Good luck out there. If
Of
I
course,
find
I'm the
anything that can
protagonist.
help you, I'll let you know.
We're ready for pickup.
You know, much like Shepard was eyeing that the Sovereign in the original footage that he saw in the first game, it's like, I'm guessing the Elusive.
Shepard, good work on Freedom's progress. The Quarians forwarded their findings from Vitor's debriefing. No new data, but it's a surprising olive branch given our history. You and I have different methods, but I can't argue with your results.
You ever think about playing nice once in a while?
Diplomacy is great when it works, but difficult when everyone already perceives you as a threat. But more importantly, you confirm the Collectors are behind the abductions.
Why do I get the feeling you knew about them already?
I had my suspicions, but I needed proof. The Collectors are enigmatic at best. They periodically travel to the Terminus systems, looking to gather seemingly unimportant items or specimens, usually in exchange for their technology. When their transactions are complete, they disappear as quickly as they arrived, back beyond the unmapped Omega-4 relay. Until now, we've had no evidence of direct aggression by the Collectors.
Why is the Omega-4 relay unmapped? What do we know about it?
Only that no ship passing through it has ever returned. Our best guess is that the relay reacts differently to Collector vessels, allowing them safe passage. If they can manipulate relays, that's just further evidence of the connection with the Reapers.
What are the Collectors getting from these deals?
The Collectors aren't very forthcoming about their motives. Generally, they seek out species with rare genetic mutations or abnormalities. They pay slavers and merc groups exorbitant sums to obtain these specimens, and then they leave. But they've never targeted a single species before, and the previous sample sizes were in the dozens, not the tens of thousands.
Any ideas on why they've shifted their focus to humans?
If they're agents for the Reapers, it could be any number of reasons. Obviously, humanity played a huge role in Sovereign's destruction. That might have been enough to draw their attention. What really concerns me is why they bother abducting the colonists. Once the humans are paralyzed, why not just kill them?
You're holding something back. How do you know the Reapers are involved?
The patterns are there, buried in the data. The Council and the Alliance want to believe the Reaper threat died with Sovereign. You and I know better. I won't wait until the Reapers are on the march. We need to take the fight to them.
If this is a war, I'll need an army. Or a really good team.
I've already compiled a list of soldiers, scientists, and mercenaries. You'll get dossiers on the best of them. Finding them and convincing them to work with you could be challenging, but you're a natural leader. I'll continue to track the Collectors. When they make their next appearance, I'll notify you and your team. Be ready.
I'm still a Spectre. Maybe I can get the Council to help us out.
If you think you can convince them, by all means. Just remember, you've been gone a long time. Things have changed.
Keep your list. I want people I trust. The ones who helped me stop Saren and the Geth.
That was 2 years ago, Commander. Most of them have moved on, or their allegiances have changed.
Where's Caden Olenko?
He's still with the Alliance. Promoted, I believe. His file is surprisingly well classified.
Where's Urdnot Rex?
He returned to Chichanka, and he hasn't gone off-world in over a year. He's trying to unite the Krogan clans.
What about Tali? She already helped us on Freedom's Progress.
That was unexpected. I need more intel before I'll commit to that.
Where's Garrus Vicarian?
The Turian disappeared a few months after you were declared dead. Even we haven't been able to locate him.
Where's Liara Tassoni?
She's on Ilium. My sources say that she's working for the Shadow Broker. If so, she can't be trusted.
Okay, I get it. They're not available.
You're
Well,
a leader,
mostly.
Shepard. You'll get who you need.
You worry about the Collectors. I'll make sure my team's ready.
Good. 2 things before you go. First, head to Omega and find Morden Solus. He's a brilliant Solarian scientist. Our intelligence suggests he may know how to counteract the Collector's paralyzing Seeker swarms.
I haven't even started and you're telling me what to do?
I'm giving you direction. What you do with it is up to you. I'm sure you'll make the right decision.
All right. What's the other thing?
I found a pilot I think you might like. I hear he's one of the best. Someone you can trust.
Hey, Commander. Just like old times, huh?
I can't believe it's you, Joker.
Look who's talking. I saw you get spaced.
Got lucky, with a lot of strings attached. How'd you get here?
It all fell apart without you, Commander. Everything you stirred up, the Council just wanted it gone. The team was broken up, record sealed, and I was grounded. The Alliance took away the one thing that mattered to me. Hell yeah, I joined Cerberus.
You really trust the Elusive Man?
Well, I don't trust anyone who makes more than I do. But they aren't all bad. Saved your life, let me fly, and there's this. They only told me last night.
God awful paint job. but, you know. I hate the fact that they have the Cerberus logo plastered all over it.
I guess we'll have to give her a name.
What else do you think you're going to call it? Come on. You had the SR-1, now it's the SR-2. Obviously, it's got to be the Normandy. Have we scrubbed off all the fucking Cerberus bullshit? Like, I don't want to go into a port with everybody thinking, oh shit, Cerberus is here. So we're already up to level 7. I don't know how the leveling system works in this game, but yes, nah, that looks like a proper badass. All right, so they kept the same design. All that Cerberus logo. Ugh. Makes my fucking skin crawl.
Welcome aboard the new Normandy, Commander.
I've been looking over the dossiers. I'd strongly recommend starting by acquiring Morden Solus, the Solarian professor on Omega. We know the Collectors use some type of advanced technology to immobilize their victims. We'll need him to develop a countermeasure to protect us.
Right, makes sense.
Without that countermeasure, we'll be helpless if we ever run into the Collectors.
Acquiring Professor Solus seems like the most logical place to start.
Who are you?
I am the Normandy's artificial intelligence. The crew like to refer to me as Edie.
Helmsmen aren't happy when someone takes control of a ship away from them. Especially Joker.
I do not helm the ship. Mr. Moreau's talents will not go to waste. During combat, I operate the electronic warfare and cyber warfare suites. Beyond that, I cannot interface with the ship's systems. I observe and offer analysis and advice. Nothing more.
I'm guessing it takes more than just the 3 of us plus Joker to fly this ship.
The Normandy has a full crew. They're at their stations awaiting your orders.
Final preparations for takeoff are complete, Commander. When you're ready to go, just pick a destination from the galaxy map and the CIC and I'll plot a course.
Jacob and I should return to our posts. Come find us if you have any questions.
God, don't salute me. Yes, I understand the galaxy map. We also have a private terminal. Nice. And an armory where we can outfit our squad. Really? An elevator? Who would have guessed? Right, personalize our appearance. We've done that. Tech lab to acquire the professor to research new upgrades for your squad's equipment. Right. Right, and we do have the extra stuff. Oh, good God. Okay.
Can you believe this, Commander? It's my baby. Better than new. It fits me like a glove. And leather seats. Military may set the hardware standard, but on a first-gen frigate, they could care less if the seats breathe. Civilian sector comfort by design.
The reproduction is not intended to be perfect, Mr. Moreau. Seamless improvements were made.
And there's the downside. I liked the Normandy when she was beautiful and quiet. Now she's got this thing I don't want to talk about. It's like ship cancer.
It's not the same, Joker. There's nothing here that was even part of the real Normandy.
There's us. I have to take what I can get. The last 2 years sucked. You'll see. Even if an AI is spying on us, no way they'll invest this much just to screw us over. It'll be better than the old days.
I hope so. I died.
God, you were such a downer.
Come on, again.
Commander.
What do you think about the people we're picking up?
Well, about the ones you went out with last, I would never say anything against Miranda and expect to survive the reprisal. Jacob is way too nice a guy for the number of ways he knows how to kill people. It's just my opinion, though. There's really no need to go spreading it around.
Ever think about the old Normandy and the trouble we got up to?
Yeah, those seem like the good old days now, but come on, it was hell at the time. Geth, Saren, Sovereign, and then we got dumped. We're stuck in a weird place, sure, but back then it wasn't all sunshine and bunnies.
What happened to the rest of the old crew? I heard most survived.
Almost did. Presley didn't. The rest of us just sort of drifted apart. The Alliance didn't care. I don't think they liked all the non-humans in your crew. We were your team, Commander. With the Normandy destroyed and you gone, there wasn't much keeping us together.
I assume everything is going well up here?
I really want a chance to put the Normandy through her paces. I just have to trim up the drive output and it'll be like we never lost her.
Safety standards advise against manipulating drive settings while engines are powered and in use, Mr. Moreau.
Commander, can we shut this thing off? I don't need it in my day-to-day.
I'm no fan either, but we're stuck with it.
Until I find a soldering gun. There's gotta be some wires I can cross to make it hurt.
No sabotage. Understood?
Yeah, don't break the boss's toys.
So, how do you think we're doing?
Well, the Normandy's not as ready as she could be. There's always more we could upgrade. And as for the crew, you'd have to ask a people person.
That's it for now.
See you, Commander.
Yes, Shepard.
I want to know more about you.
Do you have a specific inquiry?
Why are you named Edie?
EDI is the phonetic pronunciation of EDI. That is an acronym for Enhanced Defense Intelligence.
Where are you?
My core intelligence is housed in a quantum blue box located behind the medical bay.
How are you getting along with Joker?
Mr. Moreau does not trust me. It offends him that I am installed aboard his ship's computers.
Yeah, the last Normandy did just fine without an AI reminding me the airlock is ajar.
What do you do aboard the ship?
I operate the ship's electronic and cyber warfare suites in combat. My reaction time is much faster than any organic. I collate the records of shipboard monitoring devices for the Elusive Man. I serve additional functions which are restricted at this time.
Cyber warfare means things like viruses, right?
In close-range ship-to-ship combat, I can sometimes break through the firewalls of an enemy's internal wireless network. Once I seize control of their systems, I can turn off gravity or air. I can disable weapons guidance or shields, or I can put their fusion plant in meltdown. On the defense, I manage Normandy's own suite of jammers, decoys, and internal firewalls.
Sounds incredibly useful. Why isn't there someone like that on every warship?
An organic operator cannot react quickly enough to changing circumstances or perform the necessary multitasking. This is a role that can only be filled by an artificial intelligence. Unfortunately, we are suspect.
Well, it might have something to do with how an AI almost destroyed galactic civilization, just putting it out there.
The Elusive Man has monitoring devices on board?
He has invested most of Cerberus's resources into the design and construction of this ship. He has an interest in monitoring our progress.
Restricted functions? Like what?
I do not know. Some of my data
They're restricted, Shepard. Come on.
Kept offline. I assume that when certain unknown conditions are met, those functions will be released to me.
Let's discuss something else.
Ready.
I want to know more about the people I'm working with.
Much of that data is classified. Do you have a specific inquiry?
How is Cerberus organized? Aside from the Elusive Man, I don't see much chain of command.
Cerberus is organized into task-oriented cells. Each operates in isolation. Members from one cell cannot recognize the members of another. Each cell's agents are led by a single operator. We are called the Lazarus Cell, which is directed by Operator Lawson.
Right, makes sense. So yeah, how many cells are there? Not that she's going to be able to, she kind of just explained that nobody knows.
So how many operations is Cerberus running right now?
I have a block that prevents me from answering that question.
What sort of resources does Cerberus have? Money, personnel, facilities?
I have a block that prevents me from answering that question.
How did Cerberus replicate the most advanced warship in the Alliance Navy without anyone knowing?
I have a block that prevents me from answering that question.
Let's discuss
right,
something
so
else.
you can't tell me jack
Ready.
shit.
That's all for now.
Logging you out, Shepard.
All right, pick up codex stuff, because I think that still increases our... Right, tech labs are off.
Welcome aboard, Commander.
Armory, which we can say, hey. Shepard, we want to say... Alright, so we can do that, or we can do an arc projector. Ionizes targets with a non-visible laser to ready them for high-voltage attack. As the lightning-like bolt hits the first target, a sophisticated auto-targeting system paints succeeding targets in with the ionizing laser, allowing the electricity to take the path of least resistance and arc between the enemy. An entire enemy strike force can be shocked to death with a few pulls of the trigger. That sounds interesting.
Commander, there hasn't been time to really settle in and take stock. I want to say that working with you is a great opportunity to do something that matters. It's a privilege to serve on the Normandy, Commander.
You may change your tune if we end up like the original Normandy.
Maybe. As long as the elusive man walks his talk, and you do the same, I'll do my best to make sure we succeed. That's been the condition for my service so far. I have issues with certain actions Cerberus has taken in the past.
What has Cerberus done to make you nervous?
A lot. They've been called terrorists, and with good reason. Doubt you can find a more checkered past. But if the Collector threat is real, and we do something about it, Cerberus will be remembered differently. Or we'll all be tried and executed. Can't count on people thinking about it as hard as I have.
I look forward to working with you, Mr. Taylor.
Likewise, Commander. Let me know if you need anything.
Right, so now I would like to actually talk to you and be like,
Commander,
hey,
can I help you with something?
let's actually have an actual fucking conversation.
How are we doing, Jacob? What's your sense of the mission?
Probably the same as everyone else. I just want to figure out what the real threat actually is. Got no problem with risk. I just need a clear goal. Anything else, Commander?
I'm more interested in just talking for a bit.
Already? I'm not big on forcing these talks, Shepard. Let's do this later.
We'll talk later.
Commander.
Right, so briefing room and communication room, great. Can't get into the tech lab. Good gods, that's a lot of guns. You know, having guns just laying out on tables on a ship like this, probably not
Commander,
best.
you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Alright, unread messages. Anderson, on the off chance that the rumors are true and you're actually alive, I need you to come and talk to me at the Citadel. A lot has changed in the last 2 years. You put me on the council, and it's only fair that you be allowed to speak for yourself about what we've been hearing. Shepard, we've reached an agreement with the veteran mercenary Zaid Massani. You may know the name. Zaid has been involved in some of the best known and utterly unknown military operations in the Terminus system. It is feared as a ruthless and relentless bounty hunter. I felt you might need a man with his skills on your mission, so I arranged to have him join you. You'll find him on Omega. He's been wrapping up his current bounty. Don't worry about his fee. We've taken care of it personally. Lost contact with a survey ship. Normandy. Commander Shepard, our scans of the Armada system have turned up something we thought you should see. The final location of the wreckage of the SSV Normandy. We thought this news might be important to you, but we also have an ulterior motive. The Alliance would like to honor the Normandy with a monument. It will be built on the site of the ship's final resting place. We'd like to invite you to the place the monument and be the first to walk on the site. There are still 20 crew members unaccounted for from the attack on the Normandy. If you have any signs of these lost crewmen, we ask that you report to the Alliance so that those heroes' families might find some closure. Godspeed to you, Commander. Recon Hood. Occur to our armor technicians that you may not want to show your face everywhere you go. They sent by a hood that Cerberus issues to covert operatives. In addition to the microframe functions, it has additional microframe functions that you may like. The hood is in your quarters. No, the hood is on my head. Or, well, I mean, it was on my head. Overlord, arc projector, rendezvous with them. Okay, we can mark all these as Ascension Financial Services, your account. This is to thank you for submitting and updating medical documents. Your status has been changed from deceased to alive. After deducting modest administration fees for closing the file, the subsequent change in status and reactivation of your account, you have a remaining balance of 100,000 credits. Thank you for banking with Ascension Financial Services. We look forward to working with you. Are you protecting your greatest asset? We will find the best life insurance rates and coverage to fit your needs. Apply for a free quote today. So basically, they took a massive fucking amount of money. Like, we had an absolutely massive amount of money. Like, maxed out. Like, I think 9 million or 900 million. I don't remember what the amount, what the final amount was. But yeah, we had like this massive amount of money. And now it's just poof. Gone. All right, so the crew deck, crew quarters. We have life support, port observation, men's room, starboard observation.
Chef surprise again? Come on, Rupert.
I'm sorry, Princess. Filet mignon and caviar coming right up. Let me just get out my doilies.
Oh, so they have a main battery behind the sleeping pods.
Commander Shepard, the hero of the Citadel. You did humanity proud that day. Miss Sergeant Rupert Gardner here. How can I be of service?
Do you need anything?
You have everything you need.
I make do. But have you ever tried to prepare a decent meal with military provisions? I'm good, but I'm no miracle worker. Taking down the collectors is going to be rough business. The crew deserves a few fine meals before they throw themselves into the fire.
What do you need?
If I had some quality ingredients... Oh, shit. You've got more to worry about than grocery shopping on the Citadel. Forget I mentioned it.
If I head that way, I'll keep an eye out.
Much appreciated. Most of this list is probably standard fare for those namby-pambies on the Citadel. Anything else you'd like to talk about?
I won't take any more of your time.
Back to work.
Right, the medical lab. Dr.
Commander
Shakwa.
Shepard, I watched the Normandy crumble with you on board. It's good to see you alive.
I'm shocked. You're serving on a Cerberus vessel now?
Surprising. Even to me. Yet, here I am. The kind of trauma you endured would have changed most people. But not you, I see. Welcome back, Shepard.
Do you have everything you need?
I believe so. This medical bay seems very much like the sick bay on the original Normandy. Only thing missing are my private reserves. I even had a bottle of Ceres Ice Brandy that I was saving for a special occasion.
I'll keep an eye out for a replacement bottle.
Oh, you needn't. It's expensive, and we have much larger concerns ahead.
I'll see you later, Doctor.
Commander.
Right, so we have the AI core. And over here we have Miranda's office. He still can only run a few steps before he's just like, oh god, I can't do it anymore. Hang on, everybody. I need a break. Alright, so... Right, we have stairwell engineering...
You came all the way down here to see us?
You're speaking to our commanding officer.
I'm touring the ship, getting to know my crew.
I'm Engineer Ken Donnelly, handling the power control systems. This is Gabby.
That's Engineer Gabriella Daniels, actually. I'm responsible for the propulsion systems.
What can we do for you, Commander?
Are you set up okay down here?
We can't complain. I just wish it didn't take so long to calibrate the FBA arrays.
Kenneth, you're complaining.
What kind of problems are you having?
When they upgraded the Normandy design, they got a bit sloppy with the FBA couplings. I won't bore you with the tech, but there is an array of attenuators in the primary power transfer system that channels the field bleed.
Kenneth, you're boring the commander with tech. In short, if we had T6 FBA couplings installed, it'd save us a lot of maintenance time each day.
Why isn't something like that already installed?
It's probably just a design oversight. Efficiency isn't affected, it's a maintenance issue.
Also, the T6 model can be hard to find. Nash and Stellar Dynamics discontinued them.
We could probably find used ones in the Omega markets, but we have no time for shore leave.
Alright.
Carry on.
Will do, Commander. I'm amazed Shepard came down to see us.
I told you he would.
So yeah, the engine definitely looks different.
What's this area of the ship?
This is main engineering, which contains the ship's main fusion plant and Mass Effect core.
Right, I would like to know more about the core. But we also have a spot down here. With apparently a bed and a desk and all kinds of stuff already set up. Suspicious! It's like, okay. Seems a bit odd, doesn't it? We have port cargo, starboard cargo. We have a drop shuttle. All right. And of course, we have the captain's cabin all the way at the top. We have our medals that we've earned already. We have a fish tank. We can customize our gear, select our music, all kinds of good little fun stuff. All right. So with that done, we're pretty much ready to actually get into the main part of the game and figure out where we're going from here. Now, everything is totally different. So we are already in the Omega area, and we can fly around. And we have fuel depots now, too, which is kind of curious. So, yeah, we can recruit Archangel, recruit the Professor, and recruit the Veteran. All right. But that's all going to have to wait until next time because we're pretty much out of time for today. So we'll do an official save game. And that's where we're going to end for today. As always, thank you guys very much for watching. If you liked the video, don't forget to hit the like button. If you're new here, don't forget to prod that subscribe button. If you want to be kept up to date of when we go live and stuff like that, make sure to ring the bell. But also, check out the social media links down below. That's our Facebook page, our Twitter account, our Tumblr account, our Blue Sky account, and the permanent invite for our Discord server, where I try to make sure to notify you guys of when we go live and stuff like that. I know we'll be back tomorrow at 8 p.m. with more Mass Effect 2. I don't know about tomorrow afternoon. Depends on whether or not I actually get some sleep or not tonight. All that so that you can stay tuned for more from Ollamh Productions. Cheerio!